Hello, Paul here. It's May 16th, 2014, and we're going to do a garden report. I'm at my Nashville property, and we have a very large, maybe 15,000 square foot vegetable garden here, and it's really cranking. We've been dedicating a lot of time. My father and I have been dedicating a lot of time to weeding and planting and getting things ready. And my father's behind the camera shooting this video, and he's going to be asking some questions. And right here we have our carrots, and they need to be thinned a little. And they're just little guys, so I'll find two that are close together. Here we go. Don't know if you can see that. And we've been juicing these. And they're getting good size now. These will be ready to eat. You can put that in the salad. It's not that bad. But we've got quite a lot of them. We've got about 5 rows over there behind those white flowers. But this is probably our best row. And I plant a row every couple weeks, every 3 weeks. And that way I have sort of an ongoing supply of carrots. And the taste of these is unbelievable. It won't taste like anything you taste in a store. I'll come back and get that later. And then over here we've got several different kinds of lettuce. There's a sort of a ruffled leaf lettuce here, and then a sort of a red leaf lettuce there, and then halfway through the row it changes again. And then over here we've got, these are beet leaves here, and they taste really good in salads. I don't really like the beets very much, but I like the leaves. And then over here we got some spinach. It didn't really do so well. I don't do well with spinach here. I don't know why. I need help with that. But and then here we have more carrots, and there are some radishes here. And you'll also see that I keep dandelions in the garden right here. I'll come by and grab a few of these leaves for my juice that I make a green juice in the morning. I have a Green Star masticating juicer that is really great to put this stuff in, and we'll come out and get a basket about this big, maybe 2 baskets, and make a half a gallon to 3/4 of a gallon of juice. And everyone in the household, my son Thomas, my father Paul, myself, my wife Melanie, will all have some of the juice. It's really full of micronutrients, really nutritious, really gets you going. Makes you feel young again, as they say. And then what else can I show you? Over here we have, I'll rotate around here, Daddy, and right here we have a lot of squash. These are our squash plants right here, and they're going to start moving out across this area here. We've got it weeded. My father and I have been weeding a lot here just to keep it bare. These plants will just come out and they'll shoot out and they'll run right across, and before you know it, this whole area will be covered in green. And we're trying a couple different methods. I've got them growing in this wood right here. This is my myco board, something that we've been doing here. And then a lot of them are just regular hills, and they're doing pretty well. And then our mushrooms, mushroom logs over there, they're pretty much dormant. It's pretty much too hot for them. And even though they're drinking in a lot of rain, they're not putting out mushrooms right now. And then if we could pick up and move over here, I'll show you the potatoes and the tomatoes. Right there is good. So down here, we had someone bring me this from a store that they were throwing this away, and someone thought I should have it, so they brought it here. And I didn't really appreciate it at the time, but it is really good it looks a bit junky, but it's really good for growing tomatoes. And we got the little plants down here, and I've been weeding them and watering them. I got several of them here. And then we have a whole bunch more tomatoes down there. And I'll
talk about the bird perching.
Oh yeah, there's a bird that perches on here, and he poops all over the place, and there's lots of white stains there. We'll have to wash them off the tomatoes, I suppose, or we're going to get some hellacious disease. But this little perch is built-in fertilizer. So yeah, all the bird poop down there, it brings a lot of, I think, phosphorus or something to the soil. and helps the tomatoes grow big and tall. And then over here we have, these are Jerusalem artichokes. I bought some organic Jerusalem artichokes at the store and no one knew what to do with them, so they got kind of gooey and rotten. So I planted them here and they grew like crazy. A few of them are dying here. I don't know, maybe they're getting too wet. But this is a really great perennial. It'll come back every year. And then over here we got more Oh yeah, they have a beautiful flower that lasts for over a month. And they're like the sunflowers, just incredibly encouraging to look out and see flowers. It looks like a black-eyed Susan, and they're really really beautiful. We have them all in the front, and we got a few coming in back here. And then here we have more carrots. Like I said, I do the carrots on rotation, and I just put some wood chips on the side here, just to keep the water in. We're getting a lot of rain right now. Very very happy for that. And then over here we have volunteer dill. It just comes up every year. It just sort of finds a way, and I'll put a stick next to it and have dill. And these things will grow quite big. And then over here I'm trying something I don't usually do. It's potatoes. And you can see my potatoes have a flower here. And these are seed potatoes, and then some manky ones in the kitchen that we needed to get rid of. So I put them in the ground and they grew. And then I think that's about it for here.
Talk a little about the corn.
Yeah, let's talk about the corn, and I also want to do the coriander.
You want to do the coriander first?
Oh, you can do them from the same place. Yeah, right there is fine. Okay, over here we have a large, maybe about a 40 by 50 area of corn, and we recently went and weeded this and transplanted a lot of the corn. It was too thick in some places, too thin in other places, and so we're hoping to get a lot of corn here. And this corn isn't like the corn in the store. You can just walk up, pick it, and eat it. It's that sweet and that good. The years that we've done it successfully, we've had a couple of years where it hasn't gone so great, but you need quite a bit of it so it can cross-pollinate. And I didn't get the hybrid corn, I got the open pollinated corn, just a little bit less, further down on the GMO type scale. And then over here we have this is our coriander or cilantro, and it's got these beautiful flowers. And I'll let this all go to seed. This whole area here used to be one. It was started out last year as a row of coriander, and then it propagated itself into these, this wide swath of coriander. And this is really good for juicing. That's my father losing his hat. And it's really good for juicing. It's supposed to be very cleansing for the body somehow. And and then over here we have some more beet leaves. These are a little bit better looking beets than the ones that we had before, that we showed you before. But the leaves are just so tasty in the juices that we make. And the juices can get kind of bitter. You do it because it's healthy, but you really need something to sweeten them up, like some carrots or some beets. And the beet leaves are really good for that. And they'll get to be really big. They'll be 1.5 feet long. And a few of them in a juice will really make a big difference. And yeah, and I think that's about it. My father will pan around a bit. And thank you for watching our garden report, and we'll hold it there. Over and out. Thanks for watching, and have a great